This is like the vault for the state of Washington. This is
the vault at the treasurer's office.
Yeah, like I said, the money and gold bars were gone when I showed up, I promise.
It's just for show these days. But State Treasurer Mike Pelliciotti has genuine concerns over raiding the state's piggy bank.
I do not think it's raining today, and I do not think it's time to tap into the rainy day fund.
Pelliciotti says the state needs to prepare for the uncertainty coming from Washington, D.C. and the Donald Trump administration, with potential cuts to health care and education.
Storm clouds are on the horizon, and we need to make sure from this point on there are sufficient reserves in the bank so that we can respond to whatever threats are coming our way.
The proposal from state Senate Democrats would drain the $1.6 billion currently in the state's rainy day fund, leaving just $25 million in reserves in 2026. Budget writers say new taxes will kick in next year, boosting the account to over $2 billion by 2027.
It's raining.
Senate Majority Leader Jamie Peterson says the funds are needed now for schools and child care and to avoid cuts like Governor Bob Ferguson has suggested, including a reduction in food bank subsidies.
You know, we don't want to be in a position to have $1 billion or $1.7 billion sitting in a rainy day fund while people are going hungry because we made cuts that we didn't have to make.
We're going to be left without options, without money. It is a very reckless item. I agree with the state treasurer that this is something we should absolutely not do.
Republicans agree with Treasurer Pelliciotti, a Democrat.
It weighs a couple tons.
Who says preserving the savings will keep the state safe.
This is the most important tool to not leave us defenseless to President Trump and any policy objectives that he has.
Pelliciotti says he is proud of the state's AAA bond rating, something he says could be jeopardized if that fund is drained. He's also worried about what would happen in the event of a natural disaster. Joyce?
Now, Drew, the House budget proposal does not actually touch the rainy day fund, right?
That's right. So now we're in the budget negotiating process, and we asked the House Majority Leader about that today at that press conference, and he said, yeah, it's not in our budget, but he doesn't want to look at these deep cuts either, and so he said there's a possibility that could be something that gets negotiated into their budget at the end of the session.
Drew, thank you. Live in Olympia.